Yo, what up everybody? ETA on the EUC. It is, I don't even know, what, the 26th or something? 25th, 9:48 p.m. October 25th, 9:25. 9, blah, 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 9:48 p.m. Alright. I got a lot to say in this recording, but here is the commander. This is the OG commander. What do I mean by OG? I mean original commander by Extreme Bull. Yep, here she be. I'm gonna talk more about it in a second. Just real quick, I got my pads from the Commander Pro that I bought a while ago. These pedals came with it. I bought it used. I'm gonna talk more about it in a second. Like I said, I got a lot to talk about. A lot of things has happened. So, first, I'm gonna go to Brooklyn. I'm in Manhattan right now. I'm in Midtown. It's probably gonna take me like maybe 20 minutes to get to Brooklyn. And why do I want to go to Brooklyn? Because maybe that's not a good idea, actually, because it's maybe I should start my shift now, actually. You know what? I'm gonna start my shift now, because what happens is I got 10 minutes to log in with Uber. All right, so we're just gonna start here, but I do want to go to Brooklyn. Like, I do not want to be in Manhattan right now. So probably what's gonna happen is I'm gonna start working, and if I get an order that takes me near the water that goes towards Brooklyn, I'm gonna go to Brooklyn, because I just don't feel like working in Manhattan today. Anyway, let me get to the thing that you guys probably all care about, the EUC. So, shit, and I just got an order. I don't know why it makes that sound now when, why does it make that sound, bro? This app, bro, they keep changing stuff. Usually you would just get like a bling.
Head to your pickup and flat to Green Nomad.
But now when you get matching orders, you get that bling, that constant sound that you heard. Anyway, yeah, so the commander. Oh, it's gonna be difficult to talk right now, man. It's a Friday, it's busy. I'll talk about it here in a second, give me a second. Oh yeah. I'm kind of beat down, dude, because this GoPro of mine has been giving me issues, and for like the last couple of days I've had to like do a whole bunch of stuff where it's just focusing on this GoPro, and it's just like I'm just tired, bro. But let's do this pick up real quick. And yeah, I can see my commander. I also got a pickup. I got an add-on for like $5.30 something just now, so I'm gonna get another thing after this. All right, so I guess I'm at the wrong spot. Sorry guys, this is what happens when you start recording and you're doing food delivery in fucking Manhattan. So let me figure out where the hell I'm at. All right, I found it. So the last spot I was just at was called Plant Burger. This is called Planta. They're like right by each other, so. I know my recordings lately, I seem a little frustrated. Today's no different, so I apologize in advance. Cool, thank you. Yeah, Halloween's right across This is probably the weekend for the Halloween shit, so everyone's gonna be like partying. Probably see naked girls. They like to get naked at this time. Alright, so I just picked up that order. Next one. Yeah, I got a feeling I'm probably not gonna leave Manhattan for a while. It's gonna be busy. Alright, so 4 minutes to the south. Oh, these little short distance trips, man. It's hard to hold a conversation, and I got so much shit to say. I'll try, man. So I bought the Commander Pro. I bought the Commander, not the Commander Pro. Used online for a good deal. The guy that sold it to me, it had like 3,300 kilometers of travel, of miles put on it since 2022, which is like, I can't convert that in my head, but I looked it up online already. It was like 2,200 miles or something like that since 2022. So like this thing was like babied. He didn't even ride it, dude, in my opinion. If I was to guess, he seemed like one of those guys that just kept buying wheels, you know, and then just like, I don't know, just rode the new ones and then put the other one aside, and then he kept selling other wheels, his older wheels, because he sold a whole bunch of wheels in the past. So he buys the newest ones and then sells. It's like he keeps refreshing his stock. And I think that's the kind of person I bought this from. I'm not gonna get too much more into that, but I say all that because I got a good deal on this, dude. Like right now you can buy this thing online for like $2,400 plus tax, shipping, whatever the fuck that is. I got this with 2,200 miles for like $1,300, so it's a good deal. And I have been eyeing the Commander for a long time because I see it on eWheels, I see it on other places. When this thing first came out, this thing was way overpriced. They put it at like $4,000. It was like the most expensive wheel on the market, way overpriced. And Sherman Max came out the same time. I think this was kind of just like a competitor to the Sherman Max. Sherman Max is from Veteran. This wheel is from Extreme Bull. Blah, blah, blah. And basically the Sherman Max, in my opinion, kicked its ass in sales, and this wheel wasn't as popular. I have the high torque version. There's a high torque version, the high speed version. I have the high torque version. Anyway, yeah, I've been eyeing this for a while because I see it's a good deal. Even at $2,400, this thing's basically just like the Sherman. I mean, there's some differences, what I'll talk about. This is basically just like the Sherman, 3,600 watt hours. It actually has 200 watt higher motor. The Sherman has 2,800. This one has 3,000 watt motor, so it's even stronger. So it's basically just like the Sherman, but with like even a stronger motor. And it's priced lower because it's not as popular. Anyway, $2,400 for this, brand new, is still a good deal because I can go 12 plus hours on this thing, which I'll talk about later. Here we are to the pickup. And really, I wanted another long range wheel. I'll get into the reasons why I bought this. But that's the main reason. Obviously, I don't have my Commander Pro anymore. Told you, man, I got a lot of shit to talk about. I don't know how I'm gonna fit it in this fucking... Okay, where are we going here? Going over here. Anyway, I'll talk more about that and other stuff. I'm just gonna be talking, bro. So if you don't want to hear me talk, just tune out, dude. I'm just telling you now. I'm gonna be talking a lot. All right, here's a pickup right here. Hopefully I can talk and do deliveries. I'm gonna have to, so you'll get to see me do some deliveries as well. Hello. Hello. I got a pickup for Nico.
Nico.
Yep.
Nico?
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Add to your
drop off at 150 East 44th Street.
What she said. I have no idea what she said. I'm just trying to be funny. Yeah, so this next drop off, this first drop off, it says about 13 minutes to the north via bike, but we're on electric unicycle. Probably can get there quicker. I don't know. I don't really care either. All right. So, why did I get another wheel? I have the KS 16X, Kingsong 16X. I also have the Sherman Max. I used to have the Commander Pro. If you don't know already, I don't have it anymore because I installed something probably wrong. Actually, I think I installed something wrong on it and I blew one of the batteries, and that's no good. And it scared the hell out of me. And it scared the hell out of me, and I took it outside for 5 minutes because it was smoking, and I left it. It was a whole story, guys, but basically it was taken within that 5 minutes, so I don't have the Commander Pro anymore. And my KS16X, my Kingsong 16X, recently had a hall sensor warning, so I haven't rode that in probably a month or two. So I've just been riding my Sherman. And like I said, I've always wanted the Commander. I've been eyeing it, and then this opportunity came along. I saw it online for this deal. It was in good condition, never quote unquote spilled, never ruined the rain. Really good condition. 13. I had to take it. You know, it made perfect sense. You need another long range wheel for food delivery, blah, blah, blah. Get the fuck out of here. Fucking, I'm impatient, bro. I can't wait for these lights. I gotta take this road. Oh, no bike lanes, just traffic. Busy. Now I gotta take this all the way up. Oh my God. Yeah, so I needed another wheel. I didn't need another wheel, but you know, first of all, the Kingsong 16X, I can only get like 6 to 7 hours, which is a lot actually for that wheel. And that's doing food delivery. Obviously, food delivery is different than personal use. If you use it for like a hobby, you're gonna just run the hell out of it. What I mean is when you're on it, you'll just, why am I on this street, dude? Oh my gosh. One thing that sucks about this wheel is the headlight, which is no surprise. Everyone that's done a review on this wheel, everyone that's ridden this wheel, everyone knows this headlight sucks. Because what happens is when you ride on this wheel, when you ride, and so to accelerate, you have to lean forward on the pedals. So when you lean forward, this wheel specifically, it tilts forward like this, and when you lean back, it tilts back. I don't know if you can see it, but it goes like that. And so when you're riding this wheel, the headlights are in a fixed position, like they don't move like the Sherman, like you can't adjust it. So what happens is when you ride, the headlights go down. They go down and you can't see in front of you, you know? It's like, right now it's not that bad, but like if I was to go to Brooklyn or something, I don't know, just take my word on it. Like, see how low that is? I don't even know if you can see that. But when you ride forward, it points down. It's like, that's just one of the dumb things that Begode and Extreme Bull, one of their genius ideas, you know? So yeah, the light sucks. I already bought like a flashlight type deal. I'm gonna take it with me when I ride this thing. Anyway, yeah, so I have the Kingsong 16X and I have the hall sensor, so it's been sitting. It's not a long range wheel for food delivery. Ideally, I used to say 6-7 hours is okay for food delivery with the Kingsong 16X, But the more I'm kind of like, you know what? You want a long range wheel, like for food delivery. It's a must, because every now and then you're gonna go over 7 hours, obviously, you know. And you want something that's gonna last you a long time. So I can go, you know, 12 plus hours if I want. It's also a safety thing. The more battery you have in your EUC, the safer you are, because the closer it gets to empty, your chances of a cutout where the wheel just cuts out and then you face plant and break your face, that goes up dramatically when the battery's very low. So having a bigger battery saves you from having, it gives you a bigger ceiling to mess with, right? So it's more safety as well in that regard. So yeah, ideally two long range wheels. I'm gonna go this way real quick. 2 long range wheels, if one goes down, you gotta back up. So I got that now. I got it on this one. I can go 12 plus hours if I want. Yeah, so that's kind of basically the reason I did it. I mean, it was only $1,300. That's a good fucking deal for these things. These things are hell of expensive. Like, the most expensive one you could buy right now is the Sherman L. I think it's like $4.5 thousand. Plus tax and shipping and all that stuff. I forgot to see the beginning miles on this thing because I wanted to know the miles, the total miles for today. But I forgot to track it on DarknessBot. But anyway, right now we're at 95% on the wheel. And right now it's 2,572 miles, 0.5. So I'm just gonna screenshot that at 95%. I don't know how many miles we've done. And we'll look at that at the end of the shift. See how much total miles we got in the EUC. But I've done this a few times already, so I kind of have an idea of what it can do. And if DarknessBot is anything like the screen on the Sherman, because the screen, see here, this is in metric, by the way, so I don't look at that. I can't change it either. It's another dumb fucking decision by Begode. They never updated their firmware. So it's just so much to say, man. Hello. I have a food delivery for... All right, thank you. So if you can hear... You hear that? That's the fan on this thing. It's so loud. It's the loudest fan. It's like my fucking PC when it's on like max mode. Listen, I know you can hear it already, but the fan is right here in the front. Yeah, it's loud. Another thing with the Commander is it gets hot. The top part gets hot, the motherboard area, so that's why that fan kicks in all the time. And it heats up quickly. That's another known thing about the Commander. I'm going to compare it to my Sherman Max because basically these were competitor wheels. The Sherman Max and the Commander, Begode they're always trying to compete with Veteran to up them, and Veteran always, in my opinion, beats them, even though Begode has special qualities as well, and they're getting a hell of a lot better from where they were. So I'll talk about the differences between the two wheels since I own them both now. Let me see. It's just loud though, right? Like you can't hide that. Like sometimes I'll try to hide it when I come into reception so they don't give me a problem. Leave a door order. But I can't hide it because it's too fucking loud until that fan shuts off. The Sherman, you know, it's not that loud, so See, the fan just shut off. See how quiet it is now? Once I start moving it, it's gonna make that fan noise again. Or I turn on the headlight, watch. Oh. Whatever. There it goes. So the other thing real quick, you see how this wire right here goes into my pocket? I don't know if you can see that, hopefully you can. I don't know why I'm pointing down, but yeah, there's a wire that goes from my pocket up to the camera. Because I'm not using my battery anymore, the wireless battery, whatever the hell you call it for the GoPro battery, I'm using a power bank in my pocket to charge the GoPro. Why? Because my GoPro just decided to stop using batteries for some reason. Like I put a battery in, it'll run for 30 seconds and it'll shut off. Thanks. It'll run for like 30 seconds and then it'll just shut off with the batteries in. And I used to have this problem like a year and a half ago, and the batteries are shutting off due to the cold, and so I went to an Enduro battery with the GoPro, and it actually fixed it. It fixed the issue. The camera stopped turning off and it was good for like a year and a half.
Enter your drop off at 249 East 48th Street.
All right, this next drop off is a few minutes to the north. And so I thought I fixed the problem, and I did. I fixed the problem for like a year and a half, never had any more issues. And then it started doing it again. It starts recording and then it shuts off. And so I'm like, okay, maybe I just got bad Enduro batteries. And they happened at the same time, 2 batteries. I had 2 Enduro batteries and they started doing that. So I'm like, all right, so I can't record. Let me go to Best Buy or whatever. Let me buy some Enduro batteries. They're the best batteries you can get for temperature, everything for a GoPro. They're the best batteries you can get. At least for the GoPro 10. So I went to go buy those thinking that would fix the problem. Brand new batteries, put the brand new Enduro batteries in, same problem. So I don't think it's the batteries. I did a factory reset on the GoPro. I changed firmware on the GoPro. I've done everything. I formatted the SD card. I changed SD cards. I changed the charger. I got a new charger. I tried everything, bro. And yeah, it's still doing it. So I'm just like, you know what? I guess maybe I can just use a portable charger and fucking do it that way. Why? That's so... I'm a hater when it comes to those mufflers, bro. It's so annoying, bro. Like me. I'm annoying like me, but even worse. But yeah, see, it's kind of dark out here, bro. Like, can you see in front of you? I can't. Unless I tilt back. If I tilt back, I can see the headlight. But if I lean forward... So yeah, anyway, yeah, I got the portable, and it's a big battery. It should last me forever. It's kind of annoying. I got this fucking wire sticking out. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with my GoPro. It just will not function properly. So I'm gonna call support, but I doubt they're gonna be able to help me. I got another order. Oh no, not yet. This thing's out of warranty, my GoPro, so they'll probably just tell me to buy another fucking GoPro. Now, if they say I can get another GoPro for $100, sometimes they do that. When you got bad GoPros, I might go for that. Hello. No doorman. Doorman was out here, actually. I got a food delivery.
Okay, just put it on the blue cabinet.
Okay.
Put it on the blue cabinet.
All right, thank you. Just got another order.
Yeah, but like
19 minutes to the north after this. But yeah, there's no way to like hide this wire, and I think I have it on the wrong side. It's on my right side. It's on my dominant side. So it's like if I try to move my hand or whatever, it just like gets in the way and hits it. So I'm trying to figure out like, it's my first time doing this. Maybe I should put it on the left side. Anyway. See, this says meet at door, but he's telling me to leave it. Whatever, bro. So I just text that customer saying that reception told me to leave the food in the lobby, even though they wanted to meet at door. It's kind of an issue because like sometimes reception tells you to do that, even though the customer wants you to do something else. And you gotta have like really high ratings anymore to like work. So like every fucking rating counts. And so if the customer just wants to be a dick because you didn't like meet them at door, even though reception wouldn't let you, they can just mark you like a bad rating and then like it'll just fuck your shit up, right? Even though I'm doing everything I could, as you heard, the reception said I can't go up, so whatever, man. Like like I've got a couple thumbs down recently because I've been going to hotels, and hotels are notorious here in NYC. You cannot, let me go this way. Notorious in NYC, you cannot go to the hotel rooms. I mean, very few of them let you go to the hotel rooms to give the order. And so I'll text the customer because they always say meet at door because they're lazy, they never want to come down. So they say meet at door, and then, you know, I send a text and I just say, hey, reception has instructed me, blah, 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 since it's a hotel, to leave it in the lobby. And I've gotten a couple thumbs down because of that. It's affected my rating, even though it's out of my control, bro. So like, I don't know, if my rating starts to get lower than I want, I just call them. It's like, hey bro, like, I can't come up. I like go the extra mile so they don't like give me a thumbs down. And that's what I've been doing lately because my rating went all the way down to a 96, which is high, right? But you need a 95% or higher to stay in the top tier, which I am right now. Top tier gives you more access to orders, blah, blah, blah. All that boring shit I don't even want to talk about. So I've actually been texting the customers saying, you know, here's your order, left at the door like you wanted, blah, blah, blah. By the way, if you liked your service, give me a thumbs up. It'll help my rating. And I've never done that. I have like, I don't know, maybe 20, like anywhere from probably 17,000 to 20,000 deliveries. I've never done that before. But I've been doing it lately to bring my rating up, and only one person has gave me that thumbs up since, so I got 97% right now. Drop off's like right over here. One good thing about this power bank is like the battery will never die. Basically, I can go all day. Unless I forget to charge the thing. Okay, I think it's over here. But I kind of like the batteries. Like I figured out a way to do it without worrying about all that mess. Where is it? It's a restaurant, bro. I thought it was a residential. What am I doing? I told you I got a lot to talk about. I got so much more shit to talk about. Just gotta add on $3, bro, for 9 minutes. Fucking ridiculous. Let me see. I'm sorry. Michelle B?
Michelle B, yeah.
Yeah, cool. Thank you. So I just accepted that. You say, damn, dude, why did you accept the order for $3? What are you doing? Well, must I explain more? We're in New York City. The food delivery laws are different here in New York City. I'm saying this for the new people that joined recently. In New York City, they go by trip time. Trip time is from the time you accept the order to the time you drop it off. Trip time is about $20 an hour. Plus you can keep the tips. So really that $3 that you saw is kind of meaningless. Unless it's really high, I don't know, blah. I talked a million fucking times about this. Verify the order verified.
Head to your pickup and
But basically we're going off trip time. So usually I look at the trip time, how long it's gonna take me. And they have it in such a way where they send to it, it's gonna be like $20 no matter what. Like base pay trip time, they set it where the base pay is gonna be $20 an hour anyway, so while I was messing with this GoPro trying to figure out what the hell was going on with the batteries, I realized GoPro has a lot of features, bro, and like one of the features it has is a live. Like I can do live recordings. Like I can like somehow connect this thing to YouTube and do live recordings, right? So I can do live recordings on YouTube. And that's something I've been wanting to do. I was thinking about putting into my membership thing, which I'm trying to set up in the future. There's gonna be a lot of benefits, bro. Probably more than any other channel. I'm talking about like full-length videos, no ads. You got live recordings of me on shifts. I talk to you in real time. You know, you can leave comments while I'm writing, talk to me. I mean, it's gonna be a lot of shit. That's just those two things, and even more shit. But I haven't got around to setting that up yet, because if I set it up, it's kind of permanent. So I want to make sure everything's good when I set that thing up. But anyway, yeah, dude, I can do live recordings on this thing. I always thought like I needed two phones. Like I thought like I would need like a phone on my chest to do live on YouTube, and then like a phone that I'm using to do food delivery. So but I guess I can use my GoPro, which is perfect. So yeah, maybe I'll start doing that. I gotta, now that I know that, I'm gonna have to look into it and figure out how I can do that. Cause this GoPro, you know, it uses Wi-Fi. Obviously, I'm probably gonna have to use a hotspot, obviously. But I got a hotspot on my phone I can use, so I don't know. I'll have to look into it and figure out how I'm gonna do live streams, but I think that would be awesome, dude. Because you guys can like literally watch me in real time, and if you're bored, you can just hang out, whatever, and just fucking, you know, chill at your house on the computer, watch me do food deliveries in real time. You could talk to each other in the chat, talk to me, I'll answer questions, talk to you. It'd be a good time. It'd be a good hangout, bro. And for food delivery, it'd be perfect. Because you'd be entertained at the same time. You could see what kind of shenanigans I get up to without editing. Wow, now see, that's a plug. That's a plug right there. That was a good plug, bro. But I do mean that. Pickup's right over here. It's gonna be a Thai place. Now, I realize I haven't talked about what I think about this. Like, how's the ride of the Commander? How is it compared to the Sherman? Like I said, bro, I got a lot to talk about. Probably not enough time to record it. I was gonna do a podcast literally because I had so much to talk about. I didn't want to talk the whole time on these recordings, on these food delivery shifts. But I'll try to fit it in anyway, I guess. Usually I do podcasts if it's like a big topic that I need to talk about and I don't want to record it. I'd rather just do a podcast on it. Hello. Yep. Thank you. It's flashy lights. Yeah, this coffee I'm drinking right now is not helping.
Head to your drop-off at 515 East 78th Street. Turn right on 2nd Avenue.
It's
Then
fun.
turn left on
All right, you could shut up now. It's funny how like one simple thing, like my camera not working, has just like thrown me all through a loop. It's just like I spent the last couple of days trying to figure out what the hell is going on with this GoPro, because I know you guys wanted to see videos on the Commander because I just got it, and you guys have been seeing nothing but bike videos lately. I know you wanted to see the Commander. So I'm trying to figure out what the fuck's wrong. And something so simple, bro. I've like messed up my sleeping schedule. Haven't getting the greatest sleep. It's so ridiculous. Me going back and forth to Best Buy, trying to figure out what the hell's going on. I'm just like, I don't know, I'm just like exhausted from a fucking, trying to figure out what's going on with the GoPro. I'm just like tired. I'm just tired. Yeah, when this GoPro starts acting up, it is extremely frustrating. When you want to record and you're out here and then the GoPro just refuses to work, or like the Rode or the microphones refuse to work, it is just like, it is super frustrating. Anyway, here I am. All right, drop off's 2 minutes this way. When I bought this, it came used, right? 2,200 miles. Good for $1,300, considering the wheel. But it also came with Clark pedals, which are not the stock pedals. Stock pedals are crap. They're like cast iron nubs. Your feet slip on it. So you're gonna have to get different kind of spike pedals. So I got spike pedals, Clark pedals, good pedals that came on it from the previous user. Like I said, I had the power pads, which are those things on the side to help you accelerate the brake, have you more control of the EUC. I had those laying around from my other EUC. Oh yeah, so this thing actually has a tubeless tire. I don't know what kind of tire it is. I've never had a tubeless tire on any of my EUCs. I don't think I've ever had a tubeless tire on anything. See, the light's working pretty good right here, but I'm not really accelerating. If I accelerate, the light disappears. Yes, it's a premium tubeless tires. I mean, I think all tubeless tires for this kind of application are expensive, but this is a premium one. I don't know what it is. I haven't looked it up yet, but I can just tell it's a premium tubeless tire. And at first I thought it was, where's the drop off? Let me see. Food delivery? Yes. I got you. How you doing? Yeah, it's convenient. All right. Yep. Okay. Let's see which one this is. Okay. All right, here you go. Have a good one. Thank you.
Head to your drop-off at 536 East 79th Street.
The other drop-off is like right at the end of the street, actually. Yeah, I don't like this wire on my right side. I'm gonna have to put it on my left side. Let's see here. This way. I guess 80. It's gonna be over here. Yep, dogs do not like EUCs. If you haven't noticed, you probably haven't. Unless you're an EUC rider, you know what I'm talking about. They just see these things and they just go crazy. So anytime like I see like a big dog, and like cause a lot of times you're forced to like walk by a big dog or like go by a big dog here in the city. Let's see. All right, so we're going to Harlem finally, huh? We got an ice cream order going all the way to 125th, 123rd. So 125th in Harlem is 125th, probably not the best area. I'll talk about it in a second, but it's not that bad either. I exaggerated it in the past because I never went up there. I was so dumb, I thought like Harlem was the Bronx, so that just shows you how much I know. Here we go. Let me see. These things are cool, man. You got like an address here, 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 and here. And like if you see the letters, it tells you what letters you're supposed to go to. I'm supposed to go to the R, so it's over here. I'm gonna make this hella quick because it's the first floor, so put the shit here. Make this snappy. Here you go. Thank you. All right, next pickup is an ice cream place. I told you that was quick.